Hi, Judith. All right, so I'm going to make some special connections for you today. And then we'll see if we can talk to Eddy and Olga Ogie. So let's see what happens here. I've been preparing myself for this since we talked. So that way I really wanted to make connections and then share some beautiful messages with you from them. So we're gonna do it this time. We're gonna make it happen. I want to see how Eddy's doing, and I want to see. So, Spirit's telling me that I had made a video. This is just for the viewers, because Judith is sweet enough. She's gonna share this wisdom with my YouTube channel, so we can all learn and experience Abby's psychic wisdom. But it's special. Judith has some very special connections with her brother Eddy, who had passed away. And it was a really sad scenario what had happened. And I explored it psychically to try to make sense of what had happened, which it was definitely, sort of a sad thing. But then in the process, I was able to help his soul heal and then move on from that lifetime. And so Judith and I talked about that and what the sort of experience was, and so it was good that we explored this. But I never got to find out about her friend Olgie, who she said had passed away from cancer. It was kind of a sad ending because they were really good friends, and then it felt like maybe she was mad at her before she had passed away because the relationship changed. So we're gonna find out. So Spirit's ready now for me to connect with Eddy. The first video, it was very much my spirit guides were like I was to work with my spirit guides, and it was not time for me to help to work with Eddy. So he's sort of like an attractive young man. Is how he coming to me is just. He has really nice tan skin. So he doesn't want. It's not about me. He really wants to enter into this picture and come to you directly. That is what he's doing. He isn't even looking at me. He's ignoring me. He's just literally coming past me, going into this video to be with you, Judith. That's what he's doing. So he wants me to see how he is with you now. This is the most important message he can share. He literally is so with you. He literally is sitting next to you. Wherever you are sitting, he is sitting with you. But he's looking into your eyes. So you're sort of watching the screen right now, but he's actually looking into your eyes from the side, just gazing into you as you're watching this video so that you can see that he's here with you. He's holding your hands at the same time. He really desperately wants you to feel his presence. He understands that this was not only like sort of a catastrophe for his soul, sort of it to kind of end in this way, but he has seen how this ripple has created so much grief in the family too. And he just really wants to mend and heal this whole thing. His soul is just it's in a state of awareness now where it was not before. It was sort of stuck, and it couldn't release or free itself from how it was stuck. So now it has gone into a state of healing, and now he's able to enter in and be a part and interact with the family in order to heal and mend it. So something about putting bread on butter or butter on bread. I'm just seeing what is like, you put, like I think about toast, you put butter toast, but then we see butter on bread. I'm not sure why he's showing me this. What is sort of like a really flimsy slice of bread, and then he's putting butter on it. I'm not sure what this means. Just give me a minute here, and he's showing me bread, and he's showing me bread that has nothing on it. He wants to be the butter on your bread. You can't just have plain bread. You gotta at least have butter on it. Something about this. He's doing something silly with bread now. He's sort of like opening and closing it like like I'm gonna eat your face off with it. Some like brotherly, like silly thing. I don't know. He's being silly with it. Let's see what else. I don't. He's really. He's like constantly switch from one thing to the next thing. What is he doing now? He's sort of. He wants. He's doing rollerblades. I know you mentioned skateboard, but this in this scene he's putting knee pads on and he has rollerblades. He's sort of sitting on the ground, ready to stand up and start just going down this hill. Changing, see, switching it up and doing it differently. He likes this sensation of the freedom that sort of wheels provide. Not having to walk anywhere, actually letting the wheels take you from one thing to the next. Help you move on with your life, is what he's saying. Get yourself some wheels and move on with your life, is what he's saying. That's it. That's just really, that has a lot of meaning, you know? How many of us need to hear that? That's really special. He's doing something else now. It's sort of like raising your hand up. Like, I'm here. How come you're not calling on me? I'm here. He wants you to see that he's here whenever you raise your hand up. He's here. He'll call on you. Know that he sees it. He sees your hand raised. Whenever you need him to be near you, just raise your hand and he will call on you. He'll come to you instantly. He's reminding me again. He is sitting next to you, holding your hand, looking at you. Do you see me? Do you see him? That's what he's saying. Do you see me here? It's okay if you can't see me. I'm here, holding your hand. It's literally what he's saying. Oh, man. It's just so meaningful. It's just so loving. This soul's just really... They understand something more, you know? They want to heal. They want to see their family and spirit soul connections find peace and move on. He just really wants to bring a new sensation of joy to the whole family because of this whole thing. It's as if he feels like it was like all my fault. It's like what the words are. But he's saying there's understanding about how life processes work, or how sort of tragedies happen, and then just the inner workings of like a human life. Soul understanding versus human understanding. The human was doing the best that he could with what he had or what he understood. And then the human choices then, you know, create balls that roll or scenarios. And now everybody's in grief over him. He didn't want this. He did not want it to end this way. He really did not. What had happened was a very sad thing. It should never have happened. You know, as human beings, we say that it should never have happened this way. It was so bad for his soul that he literally could not move on. It was so bad. It was like getting hit in the face with this big piece of wood before you even knew it was coming, and now just smash. The next thing you know, he literally got stuck. He couldn't move on from it. His soul could not. It could not get to that peaceful sensation of relief. It was literally stuck in the trauma. But he really wants you to know that he is not stuck in any sort of trauma at all. His soul has found peace and freedom even, and now it can go on to its next thing, and it feels relief. And he's able to now come through the video and talk to you. That is the biggest sign ever that he's happy and he's moving on. But he really wants to create a ripple of change in the family through you, through the video. That he really wants you to know that sort of like he didn't want this to happen. He did not want to give this gift to his family. And that was created a grief for his soul is sort of a tragedy, but his soul has moved on and is healed now. And he wants to see his family heal and move on too. Um, it's like the skateboard to the rollerblades. Get some wheels that take you to the next thing. Feel the freedom to live your life now. Feel the wind blow through your own hair as you ride your wheels down the hill. Experience your own sensation of relief. Because you shared that beautiful sort of image about how you saw your brother was so cool on his skateboard, riding down the hill in the wind in his hair. He really wants that experience for you to have it yourself. And part of that is moving on. And you will. He says he already sees your soul sort of smiling in the heart, and feeling relief and ability to let go and move on and know that he is happy now. And that is what you've needed. You've needed to know he's happy now. So, excuse me. Sorry about that. I couldn't help it when the feeling is like so raw and real. It just makes me get emotional. So I don't mean to be a cornball or anything, but that was real. So now he's coming out, and then he's sort of coming to me, and sort of bend down, because I just been doing this. So I use my crystal ball. The energy is really good, and it helps me create. I've liked the way it helps me connect spiritually. And so he's sort of taking notice of this crystal ball in my hands, and then he's interacting with me with it. I like this. This may be just one little thing here. It's like my little crystal ball, but it has a spiritual version of it that is infinite, and it'll never go away. It always have a version of it. So I like it because it's healing. I'm giving him a gift of my crystal ball, to give him love, and thank him for coming here, and so he can feel this gift of love all around him. But it seems like so I see it. It has like, when I give people like the spiritual version of my crystal ball, it has like electricity that sort of goes all over the soul, and it sort of fills the soul sort of energy. But there's something more in this interaction, because he's like smiling, in this, looking at me and acknowledging this whole thing, that he's here with me too. And he's like, thanks, for my horror gift. I don't think that you necessarily needed it, but I just do. I just give it to people because I like to share my love with everybody. So he's sort of like tossing this orb up and down like it's a baseball or something, and just like some sort of playfulness. He's just really into go live your life. Go play your game of ball. Go be a winner. Go strike out. Go play it however you want to play it. He just throw your ball in your own way and in your own style. Even he just really wants to detach from the grief and sadness, and he just really wants to focus on the happiness and joy. And he's really, really proud to be sharing a message of wisdom with humanity across the globe. Even almost like his death came for a very good reason. Not only just for soul learning and the learning of family and learning how to help the family move on, but now his soul is getting this special gift from me, that it can speak through humanity out to humanity. It's a special gift from you too, Judith, because you're choosing to share this openly, see? So now he gets to make an impact with humanity. And his death wasn't in vain. Now he gets to share wisdom with humanity, to not think about the sad parts of the death, or just, he really is like super like, I'm done. I shared my corny, sad, cry-bally, whatever it was. He's like so disconnected from that memory now. He really wants people to just get up and go outside and play. Just go play your own game. Just play, life is a baseball game. But he's really about go be active. Go be doing things. Go be living your life. And don't get too bogged down with the mind and the thoughts. And the thoughts that create bad habits or behaviors even. So he really wants to showcase that. That it's time to play ball, in your own way, even. It's really what he's talking about. Like Abby plays ball by connecting with spirits and doing this thing, in that in her own way. He's just really neat now, in this way that he is. He's really focused on really pushing this message through to move on. Like move on. You can move on already. Let's be happy now. Let's celebrate and rejoice that I am alive and well, and I'm doing great, and I'm just up to whatever I need to be up to. Don't feel like you have to hang on to me. You can move on now too. That is what this is about. He's just really smiling big. Just really happy. Just really filled with really a lot of energy. And just really focused on just even like a thank you. Thankful. Thankful for everything. He's like, I didn't acknowledge, like, I, Abby, have not acknowledged the good deed I did for his soul, and his soul is thanking me for what I did for him. Is what he's doing. That is why he's down here. It wasn't about my crystal ball. It was, see, I don't always understand what they're up to, but he's thanking me for that. But then in the process of thanking, he also gets to share some valuable wisdom for human beings to just get up and be alive and live their lives and not get bogged down with the sad parts. That's what he's doing. He knows it's time for him to go because there's Olga, Olgie, is coming. So he's off and away. He's like ready to do the next thing, but he wants to remind you that he's always here whenever you raise your hand. But he really wants you to live your life. So he's already on to doing his next thing. He's like off for the races now. So I'm connecting with Olga, Olgie. The energy is going to be different. It's a different flavor of energy, all right. And it's even making me, I have to like relax a lot. I have to calm sort of, it's going to take a minute to digest this new wave of energy because it's so different than Eddy's energy. I'm feeling just like really like heavy. She just has a different tune or sound or vibration to her soul. So I'm altering my vibration to become in oneness with her so we can speak together. She's just really heavy on me. There's nothing wrong with this. This is fine. She can be heavy on me. She can be light. She can be whatever she wants. That's not part of the message. It's just how her energy feels different. I just have to wait a minute. Okay, so this is the first picture that comes. What is like a young girl even who's very curious about things, inspecting me, even inspecting my third eye, like inspecting me. So she's just really curious. She's now jumping up and down and saying, "Hooray, hooray, yippee!" She's just it's almost like she's a child, like a 3-year-old child, and she's of a different ethnicity, sort of like an Asian sort of ethnicity, and she's celebrating her birthday. It's like her 3rd birthday or something, and she's excited to be eating birthday cake, and then she's just excited because she really wants peace right now. She really wants peace birthday cake. Not sure if this is Olgie's newest incarnation or it hasn't come to light yet what this is about. There's more. She's showing me this wisdom in my crystal ball. This is important that I share this for you. You need to know that I am in celebration and it is a birthday party for me. I get all the attention today. It's like she's like that. That's what she's saying right now. I don't know what it's about. She's talking about celebrating her birthday. But it's not just in the sensation that it is this 3-year-old sort of Asian sort of jumping up and down about to use massive birthday cake. She's getting her slice. But it's also about her soul too, is in celebration and is not it's a again similar version of speaking about I am not in grief or suffering. I'm in a state of celebration, and every day is my special day. When I'm it's like I'm in the spirit realm, and every day is my special day. And so I'm asking her about how things worked out in the end, because that was hard on your soul too. So I'm trying to help create some understanding or light about this. So we're just waiting for a minute. I see this sort of image is sort of it's in a circle. This 3-year-old jumping up and down. It's sort of moving in that direction, and it's as if we're on a slideshow and we're gonna see another thing here and a new circle of imagery. And she wants to show me something new now. She has a very interesting sort of energy or demeanor about her. How do I even describe it? The way that her soul is sharing itself with me is quiet. But it's also mysterious because it knows a lot more than it wants to share. And so it's sharing in a very unusual way. So instead of it telling me these things, it's just showing us a slideshow, and it is going to move these things from one to the next, picture by picture, and that's how she's going to speak. But it's really mysterious, sort of energy is. I don't know why she's coming to me in this way. Because she's even looks like sort of on an exotic, like, almost like she's, oh no, I don't know. Like, let's just say later 20s or early 30s is the way she looks. She's got a exotic, she's pretty. She has sort of a different sort of exotic appearance. The way she looks to me is that she has sort of maybe a tanner complexion, but it's not tan. It wasn't like when Eddy came, he was like he's been in the sun at the beach or something. She just looks like she would have just sort of tanner skin. If she was in the sun a lot, it would be really brown. But her hair even looks kind of like almost a brown or auburn color. That's how she's coming to me. There's always wisdom in all these different things. So she's standing behind sort of a circular thing that wants to show us a bunch of pictures. And so I just needed to tell you all of that. She's coming around. She's teaching. She's choosing to be a teacher right now to show us all of this stuff. It's strange because I don't know how this has any connection with what had happened at the end, but this is the way she wants to share the wisdom. She's coming before the classroom. It's almost like being in a classroom with the teacher who puts I don't know what you call those things, a projector on, but it's a projector that has a slideshow with it. And so she's up at the front of class and wanting to speak to us about something. She even has an apple on her desk. And she's smiling, but she won't speak. She's kind of, I don't get her. She knows something that none of us know, and she's not telling us. It's kind of her way. That is what she says about the end. There was a lot that she knew that she wasn't telling you, that she wasn't able to speak to you. She was not able to get the words out, and she was hoping that you would see, that you would just see somehow the truth. And that she couldn't get the words out is really, she actually could not get the words out, physically out. She could not even express the way she felt. It was like she had a jam in her throat. And she couldn't do it. And therefore she in this sort of, this is how she's helping you understand. There's something she knows that none of us know, because there was something she knew that she couldn't tell you. It literally could not come out of her throat. She just hoped that you could see, is literally what it was. She just hoped that you could see. And so now everything is getting dark. And everything is just sort of, that was what she had to share that. So now we're just sort of, everything is turning into a darkness, as if we're going to move on to something new here in a new way. She said that was really important. I really wanted you to know this. That is what she's saying now, that that was really important. I had to tell you that in this way even. So let's see what she has to say next. I don't know what it is, but there's something really exotic, sort of, it's almost like sexy about her. I don't know how to describe her sort of way, but she almost like, it's like she has like a attractive way that she likes to express herself. Like she wants you to see how attractive her demeanor is. And she wears sort of a, she's wearing like a, she's she's a good looking woman, but it's sort of in the way her body or composures that are what make her alluring. And the way she sits or the way she stands. I'm not sure why this is important, but it is. She wears high heels and she sort of likes to show her legs. In this little skirt she's wearing, but it's not, she's dressed in a classy enough way. It's not like she's exposing herself in that way. So her skirt goes just past her knees, like a very professional, appropriate teacher, who's also attractive, trying to get your attention or something. I don't know what this is about, but that's it. Let's see. She's sort of giggling at my attempts to describe her. She is too. But again, she's not saying anything. She's just not she's not speaking. There's just, again, she knows something that none of us know. And she's trying to share it through her body language. She wants you to evaluate her body language through your memories. Examine her body language in a way that you haven't yet. Because her body language was trying to speak to you, but she couldn't get the words out, and you were learning about her. Your judgment or your understanding of her was not the right way she had hoped you to see, that you would see her. So let's see what comes next. She now is coming before me. The next thing is on its way. So she knows before me, she's taking this and throwing up just like Eddy did, just like a baseball, kind of just tossing it up. My crystal ball. She's asked me if I want this back. I say again, is like, I share this loving crystal ball with everybody. It's infinite. I would love for you to have a gift from my crystal ball. So sort of is filling her, with energy, like electrical lightning bolts of energy. And it's even making her hair go poof. And she looks really ratty now. She's showing me what is the decay of a body, even a body that needed some sort of healing, that it did not receive. So body is altering its strength and composure. It's not strong in vitality. It is now. It is the strength is in the illness. The illness is stronger now than the body. And now this sort of body has no choice but to let go. The illness sort of takes over the body. The body can't figure out how to remove the illness. She said this was part of her soul learning. Her soul actually had to experience this. She's saying right now, she says, I am sorry for the suffering that you were endured from this. But she's telling me that her soul had to have this experience. It was vital that her soul would have this experience. It had to understand what is the body not being strong enough to overcome the illness, and therefore to watch life sort of come to an end, and this sort of that version of grief that a body or a human being mentally, emotionally suffers from, because it's a sort of a complex experience she's talking about, and that the gift she gives is a gift of love. So please understand that it was her soul had to endure this experience, and how you have evaluated it was the gift her soul gives to your soul in order to undergo your own soul learning, right? So now your soul is learning through so it's a gift exchange. Her soul, the gift of her soul was to endure this, to share gift now with others, to learn about the loss of a loved one in this way. But she's really wanting to showcase that that she was not able to get out the way what she was truly feeling inside. And she really wants you to find a balance and a peacefulness with this, because it is over. Like, the pain and the suffering and the everything is in the past. I'm not in pain. I'm not in suffering anymore. Know that I'm laughing and I'm celebrating my third birthday in some other lifetime as a child, as some sort of Asian child, about to eat this big slice of cake, and I am laughing and I am celebrating, and I couldn't be happier. And so she now is giving this image to you as her voice, to let you know how happy she is. She wants you to see her as this happy. This is how happy I am right now. I couldn't be happier. I'm celebrating my birthday today. She keeps saying that. And so now she wants to give something to your heart. It's sort of, this is her getting the words out, but still she is not speaking again. She's putting her hand on your heart, and then she's looking into your eyes with love, and she's telling you everything she couldn't say at the end. Is what she's saying right now. And it's love. She's saying, I love you. That's what she's doing. That's what she couldn't say. Was that. So now we know. That is really the gift that this is all about. Life goes on. And now you can hear my voice tell you what I couldn't say. And now you can feel it in your heart even. And she really wants you to see how happy she is. Know that I'm celebrating my birthday today, and I'm eating cake, and I'm having a blast, and I couldn't be happier. She is really proud to have you in that lifetime. She's really happy to have your soul with her soul in that lifetime. So, okay. All right, Judith, this is what I have for you. I hope this provides some healing to your soul. And I'm very thankful that you came to me, asked me these questions, and are willing to share this wisdom openly on YouTube, so we can all experience messages from the other side, because they're very special. Okay, that is all for now. I'm wishing you all the best. Thank you again.